Happy Friday. My husband is still asleep, so I'm whispering. Hopefully you can hear me, but it's a little after 5:30 and I'm supposed to be meeting up with my friend to go to a running group that I've never been to. She hasn't texted me back yet, and I'm like, I'm not leaving our apartment until you've texted me back because I don't want to go and you not be there. Not that I can't go to stuff like that by myself, but I want her to be there with me, otherwise I would just run by myself this morning. So I'm kind of like, okay, I need you to text me back because I gotta go in the next like 20 minutes. Otherwise I'll probably just go through my normal morning routine here and then go run by myself at the lake. I've been like breaking out a lot. I don't know why. I think I need to change my pillow sheets. Like it literally looks like a bug bite, like right there, and then on my neck I'm like, ugh. Like it's making me really self-conscious because I never break out. So I don't know, I'm just not used to it, and it kind of like stresses me out and just makes me like more aware, and I'm like, oh my gosh, are other people looking at it too? Which I don't think anyone cares, but I'm like, that is like the weirdest spot for a zit. I'm like, does that even look like a hickey? I don't know. Anyways, that's just what's running through my mind right now at 5:30 in the morning. Ah, she responded. Okay, we're good to go. I actually need to film a sponsored post this morning too. I had been like pushing it off the entire week. I literally had time this week to do it and was just like not feeling it. And of course now it's due this morning and I'm gonna be in like a crunch to do it. So I think I'm gonna try and do it like in the next 20 minutes before I leave, and then do the last part once I get back from my run this morning. So I don't know, I've just been feeling like kind of off this week. It's almost a week into the new year, and I feel like you're supposed to have this like new energy and new momentum in the new week, and I just haven't had that. And then I think because I haven't had that and I normally have it, I've been making myself feel guilty about not having it, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to like allow myself to ease into it, and I've been feeling really down and like had bad headaches like at the beginning of the week. So I'm just trying to shift my mindset, and now that I'm feeling better, like allowing myself to like get back on track with everything, and yeah, just like ease into the new year. And like it's okay that, you know, I didn't start January 1st like feeling my best and like with the new year energy. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get this video done really fast, and then I'm gonna head out to the run, and I'll probably check in with y'all after. I clearly did not wash my hair when I got back from the run, but it's lunchtime, and y'all, I accidentally bought mini tortillas when we did our grocery delivery, so only have mini tortillas. So this is gonna be like an appetizer to lunch, but I thought I would chat with you guys while I make my lunch. I'm making these, where's the knife? I'm making these black bean sweet potato quesadillas. I told my friend that this morning. It's actually her recipe. I told my friend that I was making these this morning, and she was like, wait, are you vegetarian? I'm like, no. However, I love stuff with sweet potatoes and black beans. So I've been making these all during lunch, but I wanted to talk to you guys about the run this morning. It was great. Everyone, I was gonna say everyone was really nice. Literally talked to like 2 other people besides my friend. I think this angle makes a little more sense, so I can like actually be closer to y'all. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, literally all just spilled out. So we picked the running group. She went in like 2019 and was like, oh, it's great, we go, like meet people, let's go together, it'll be great. So we went. And I'm pretty introverted. I love meeting new people. I love talking to people. Like I love going to things. However, if I'm in like a big group setting, I definitely like revert to my introverted tendencies, and I'm not as like energetic as I normally am. Like I have a hard time just like going up to people and introducing myself to them. So we pretty much just stuck to one another, which is fine. Like we wanted to like catch up and chit chat the entire time. However, my thoughts on like a running group are that I feel like they're very intimidating, especially if you run at a slower pace, which I do. And she is faster than me. She qualified for Boston last fall, which is so exciting. But she had told me, she was like, we can run together, like I'll run your pace, no problem. I was like, okay, cool. Like
my fast pace is her easy pace. So I was like, I know we can run at the same pace together. I'll probably just be like huffing and puffing. But the group like went out, and we didn't have to stay with the group. Like everyone goes kind of like whatever distance they want to go. But most of the group was running at the same pace. Like for the most part, no one really like split off. And we were literally at the back of the pack. We were the last ones, and we were running a 9:30, like 9:45 pace, which to me is fairly fast. Like that's pretty close to my race pace. On easy run days, I'm running an 11-minute mile, and there was definitely no one in that group running an 11-minute mile, which again, it's totally fine. You can go meet up with people, run your own pace, and then afterwards, like hang out with everyone afterwards. But it just made me feel like, I don't know, running groups aren't necessarily the most approachable environment if you are a slower runner. I'm not saying you are slow if you run that pace. However, you're slower than like everyone else around you, if that makes sense. So I don't know, it makes me like nervous to try and find a different group here in Austin that I would run with on Saturdays, because there's so many like factors in trying to find a group. Because it's like, I mean, I was supposed to run 6 miles and we only ran 4.5 because that's what the group was doing. So it's like, I have no idea if I were just to go to a random group on Saturday, like I have no idea how far they're going. I have no idea if anyone else is gonna be running the same distance that I am running. I have no idea how fast everyone runs. Like, I feel like there's just so many variables into finding a good running group, and I really wanted to find one, especially for Saturday runs, because I want to be running on trails and don't really want to run those alone. And I don't know, it just makes me feel like running groups, everyone is such like a tight-knit community in those, and it feels kind of hard to break into. So those were just my thoughts, and definitely makes me want to create some type of group, whether it's like a monthly meetup, probably bi-weekly, I don't think I could do weekly, where we just like get out and run together. And if you are a slower runner, you don't feel like you can't partake because your pace isn't in like the 9-minute times or something like that. And if your time is 9 minutes, like you can also come too. Like I just want everyone to feel like they are welcome and they won't feel like they're left behind, because there was a part of me that was like, oh, I would never be able to come to this group if I wasn't with my friend, because I would be like dying trying to keep up with everyone else. So it was definitely fun. I definitely enjoyed it. There were a lot of people. There were probably like 40 runners or so, and I feel like if she and I were both like, okay, we're gonna go in with the mindset to like meet 5 people or something like that, like we would, or if we just consistently went, we would probably meet more people. So I don't know, we might try and keep going on Fridays, or we might not. I have no idea. I'm glad we went, and now it honestly just gives me more motivation to create some type of group where people feel like they don't have to be like really fast to be a part of it. And maybe not every group is like that, and maybe people don't feel like that, and maybe those are just like my thoughts about a running group, but that was kind of just what I took away after being there.
I'm literally trying to be as far away from Dom as possible because it is 4:45 in the morning. 4:45. So I'm right next to our air conditioning thing. I don't even know if you can hear me. I'm talking so quietly. It's 4:45 in the morning. It's Saturday morning. I completely forgot to vlog the rest of yesterday. No surprise. We literally just spent our Friday night going to the grocery store and have gone way over our grocery budget. I'm realizing I'm really bad at budgeting. I was like, oh, this much should be perfect for grocery. We literally like double it and give it to the next person. Like we literally go over twice as much every single week. So anyways, that's what we did last night. I'm joining another running group this morning, so I'm really nervous because it's just me. I don't have a friend going with me, and I don't even think the person that I've been in contact with is gonna be there this morning. So the whole group meets at 6:30, but I'm meeting at 5:30 because I don't think the whole group like goes as far as I'm going to go. I don't know. This is like my whole thing with like running groups. Like, how are you supposed to know who's running your distance? How are you gonna have someone to run with? So I don't know, and I'm nervous obviously, but I think no one's gonna be running my pace. I'm joining a trail running group, which I mentioned yesterday. I really have needed to find a group, and I really need to be running on trails. The ultra is literally like 65 days away, I think, at this point, which is just wild. So I'm excited to go, but I am kind of nervous, and it's gonna be pitch black, so I actually have to bring my like headlamp for the first hour and a half, which is crazy. I haven't used that. The only time I've used that is the 50K that I ran in November. So yeah, It's gonna be fun. I love trail running. It'll be fun to do in the dark, but I'm just nervous. There's only gonna be like 3 of us at 5:30, and they're all gonna be like 8 minutes a mile, and I'm gonna be like, what am I doing out here alone in the dark, or something like that, you know? And then I just checked my schedule because I was like, oh, I wonder what I'm supposed to run tomorrow. Maybe like 7 like last week. No, I'm running 14 again tomorrow. 14 again tomorrow. So that'll be interesting. I've never done that. It's usually, my long runs are usually half of what I did the day before. So need to make sure I take today pretty easy. But I gotta get going to make sure I am there on time.
You guys, that was so good. I made it to the group at 5:30, literally pulled up as like people were getting out of their cars, and they were only like 2 people, and I got out and was like, is this the group? And they were like, yes. I was like, okay, like I'm new. And they're like, oh cool, like we're just gonna be putting out the trail markers. And in my head I was like, am I not supposed to be here? Like, oh no. And then like 5 more people showed up. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then the leaders like introduced me to everyone else, which was so nice. And then I think it is normal for anyone who is running like longer to show up that early, which was what I was told. But at first I got like really nervous that you weren't supposed to do that. So I think that was me just getting in my head, but I am so glad I went. I literally was so nervous. Like my stomach was hurting on the way over there. I just get so nervous before like new things like that. And I just need to like get out of my own way and like outside my head and just like go, because I had so much fun and it was so fun to meet new people and so fun just to like have people to run with. I'm honestly still not the biggest fan of like talking to people for my entire run. I really love running on trails, like, and just like letting my mind like trail off. And I talked to people almost the entire time. There were a few times I wasn't with anyone, which I really liked, that it was kind of like broken up. Like it went by pretty fast because I was with people the entire time. So the first part was in the dark. We started at like 5:40 and finished at 7 when the rest of the people joined us. And then we got started again pretty fast and ran with someone for about 40 minutes probably, and then I was on my own for about like 10, and then ran with someone else for like probably another hour, and then ran alone for another like 15 minutes or so. So it was wonderful. Everyone was so kind and so welcoming. I was so nervous like about my pace, especially at the beginning, and like the first group when they were putting out the trail markers, I was like, what if everyone in this group is so fast and then I'm gonna be left alone in the dark to figure it out? But they were going slower. It was literally like my normal pace. They were going slower as they were putting up the trail markers. So that ended up perfect, and I'm really glad I went early because then I already had the 6 like ahead, and it's literally 9:30 and I'm already done with my long run, which feels so good. I'm like, I have the whole rest of my Saturday, which is literally so nice. I'm like, this is amazing. So I really like the like running group aspect because of that. It was great. I'm definitely gonna join it. They have runs like during the week, but because I do enjoy running alone and like running at my own pace, and I think I will still for a while feel like a pressure to run like the pace someone else is running, and like pressure to like talk with someone, which is great. Like I love meeting new people and talking with new people, but I do still want to be able to run like my own runs by myself. I think I'll probably just go on Saturday. I was planning on doing only trail runs on Saturdays, but honestly it was tough. Like it was only 14 miles and my legs are very tired. I'm like, that was very humbling, and it makes me very nervous that I only have about 2 months until the 50 miler. And I think I just like forgot how hard trail running is. I hadn't done a trail run since the 50K back in November, and yeah, it was rough. It was fun, but it was rough. So I've got another 14 miler tomorrow. I'll probably do it on the road just to, I don't know why. I don't know why, because it'll be easier. I want to make my life easier, so I'm gonna do it on the road. Let's be real. I'm really proud of myself, and I'm really happy I went. I know it sounds kind of silly to be like, oh, I'm proud of myself for going, but I am proud of myself for going. I want to be better about like doing stuff like that and meeting more people and putting myself out there this year. And so I accomplished that this morning, and I am proud of myself. It's a couple hours later, and I'm not even kidding. I feel dead to the world. I got back, and can't remember if I showed y'all that I picked up like a Gatorade and some chocolate milk. Whoa, that backlighting. But came back and ate some eggs and sausage, and then Dom made some pancakes with like Kodiak mix. I love their pancakes. I love their stuff. So did that. Then literally I was like, I'm so tired. Like, can we just lay in bed? So laid in bed. I tried to fall asleep, but I always do this to Dom when like, literally when he's asleep or when he's trying to fall asleep and like, I'm not tired, I'll just like mess with him and keep like poking him or like opening his eyes. So he was doing that to me because he wasn't tired, because of course he was waking up like right when I was getting back. So he slept for a very long time and I didn't. So yeah, he wasn't very tired, but I was like, I'm just so tired. Like, oh my gosh. So I've been essentially like dead to the world. I'm also really freaking hungry. So I chugged the chocolate milk that I got and it was so satisfying after the run. I can't decide if I think it's like absolutely horrendous that I'm running 14 miles tomorrow or just really funny. And I'm just gonna go on it's really funny that I'm running 14 tomorrow. So I'm definitely gonna run it on the road and on the trail because I can already tell that I'm getting sore already. It's like 2:15 right now and I think I'm gonna head over to my friends in about an hour. Our place looks like a tornado has swept through it, so I'm going to eat these chips for a little bit. We made this guac on like Tuesday night. It's honestly not very good, but I am really hungry, so I'm going to eat and then I'm going to pick up for a bit and then I'm gonna head over to my friends. Probably won't vlog. Gonna go over there and hang out with her for a little bit. Then I'm watching her kid while she goes and has to run some errands. And then Dom and her husband are actually hanging out right now. And then I think all four of us are gonna like eat dinner tonight. And then I'm gonna come back and just crash and wake up all over again and do it again tomorrow. I just got back from literally the most brutal hill workout I've ever done. The last hill workout I did, the hill wasn't big enough. And so this past, when was it? I think like a week ago, we had drove up a hill and I was like, this is the one that I need to come and do my hill workouts on. So I went to it and it was just as brutal as I expected it to be. It was awful. I was supposed to do like 5 3-minute like runs up it and it was rough. Definitely had to walk some, but I feel very accomplished now that it's over. And obviously I'm home and I'm just gonna make a smoothie and then I'll probably make a bigger breakfast in a little bit, but just wanted to get something in me really fast. I obviously did not vlog yesterday. I am the worst. Honestly, it was so hectic though. I had that 14-mile run, which I do have like a shorter vlog, which will be on YouTube Shorts and also on my Instagram and TikTok if you want to go watch that. Once I got back though, I literally had like 20 minutes, probably not even, to get ready for church. And so I was like, I do not have any time to vlog at all. We pretty much just spent the rest of the day like cleaning, doing groceries. We went to Home Depot last night and got some wood just to put up a shelf in our living room. Okay. Don't know if you can see me or not, but we were gonna buy a floating shelf and literally all of them online were like were at least $120 and we were like, that is literally so expensive for a piece of wood. So we just decided to Home Depot and buy our own and it was at least half the price. And I mean, I think eventually we'll want something that looks a little more like put together, but for now it's perfect and exactly what we wanted. I'm starting to do some UGC for brands, which is really exciting, which if you don't know what that is, UGC stands for user generated content. So obviously I'm a content creator and create content for myself, but have been wanting to like break into that space. That sounds kind of weird. Have been wanting to create more content for other brands just for them to use on their page. And so I have a couple things this week that I need to create, which I'm really excited about and helps me, I feel like, sometimes to be more creative for my own stuff when I get to think about stuff to do for like other brands too, which is why I really like freelancing as well. So that's what I kind of have going on. I'm gonna make this smoothie really fast and then I need to shower and get to work. I've received a few things in the mail, so I thought it'd be fun just to open them with you guys. I've been waiting to open them on a vlog just because, I don't know, I thought it'd be fun for y'all to see what I received. I'm really not that big on like getting PR packages, which is just when a brand reaches out to you and asks if they can send you some of their products, which sounds like really fun in theory, and it is really fun. I'm really grateful that brands want to send me stuff, but I'm not a big like stuff person, and a lot of times they just send you a lot of stuff in excess. For the most part, I say no to any like PR requests, just because sometimes there's also like an obligation to post something. This first one is from, let's see if y'all can see it. It's from a company called MegaBabe. So I've actually been using their anti-chafing stick recently, and I really like it. I also still really like Body Glide, which I use too, but this one in particular, it feels like a little more lotiony, and the Body Glide one is a little bit more like deodorant. So the MegaBabe is kind of like a combination between like deodorant and lotion, in my opinion. And the stick still, the bigger one is actually over in the closet where I keep all my running stuff, but the stick is like exactly the same. But they sent me a ton of stuff, which I'm so excited about. I'd only ever used their anti-chafing stick, which I obviously use for like every single run. So they sent me some more of the anti-chafing stick. Oh my gosh, I need this. I need this, y'all. I literally smell like an onion. This is a detoxifying underarm mask. I literally have been on like a roller coaster trying to figure out what deodorant to use. So this is actually perfect. I like hadn't been wearing deodorant for the longest time because we actually, like, as humans don't need it. But then I started to feel like I smelled, especially after COVID. I don't know if anyone else has felt this way. Started to feel like I like smelled like an onion. And so I was like, I cannot do this anymore. Like, I need to start wearing deodorant, and the natural stuff just does not cut it anymore. So I went back to, I don't even know what brand I've been using. So I went back to that, and literally within like days, I was like sweating excessively all the time. Like I would be working and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like sweating. So then I went back to try and like detox and not wearing deodorant. And now I just feel like I literally smell all the time. So this is great. I probably need to detox my underarms, which I've heard before. They also sent like a charcoal bar. Oh, sweet. They sent a deodorant. See if I can smell it. Oh, it smells really good. That actually smells so good. Got an anti-boob sweat powder. Honestly, I also need that too. I'm a sweaty girl, what can I say? Wow, this is amazing. They got a butt mask. Not quite sure what that is for, I'm gonna be honest. But I like their branding. Then the next one, they've sent me some stuff before. It is from an Australian brand called LSKD. So I really liked their running shorts. A couple of their other things were a little bit too small for me. I think Australian brands and US brands, their sizing might be a little bit different. It's kind of funny, like once a brand sends you PR, it's like they have your address, so they can literally send you stuff whenever they want. Cute. Oh, they sent me a little fanny. That's so cute. And all their bags are like compostable too, which I really like. They've got really cool stuff, and they've got great like running gear. So definitely recommend looking into them. Oh, cool. They just sent these sweats. They feel really soft. I feel like I'm not cool enough for these. And they sent this hoodie. Ooh. It says, only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one will go. Cool. Then last but not least, let's see. Y'all have maybe seen the little like tool that I sometimes wear on my finger when I run. It's from a small business called GoGuarded. So they make like self-defense tools for women, and they sent me, I think it's pepper spray, and then it's also, if you can tell, so right here is the pepper spray, and then this is like the jagged edge and the point. It's actually like a lot sharper than you would think, so you can run with it just like this. I'm like, where's the pepper spray? I don't want to accidentally spray myself. You can run with it like this. So if you feel like you need to run with adequate like self-defense, like this is actually a really great tool because it's really easy to hold, and I'm sure the pepper spray is like refillable, but actually a really great tool. And then they also sent their like personal like alarm. So you could, if you run with like a hydration vest or anything, you could probably just like hook this onto it, and then obviously it's great to like have a loud sound in case anything were to happen. So I really like them. I really like what they're doing, and I think they have really great tools. So that was really nice of them to reach out and send me stuff. So yeah, that is it. I'm going to wrap up this vlog. I'm sorry it was so chaotic and random. I really need to figure out how I'm going to be balancing like the videos that I make for TikTok and Reels, and then how I balance like making videos for YouTube too. I think I just need to go and designate like days I'm filming for certain platforms and whatnot. Because like I mentioned in my goals video for 2023, I really want to prioritize YouTube just because I love making these videos. I saw that I just hit 1,000, and so I'm so excited about that. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to hit subscribe because there are sure to be a ton more videos coming y'all's way, especially as I get closer to training for this 50-mile race. We are less than 2 months out now. So that is absolutely crazy. But thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.